It's week 7 of the NFL, and today...
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here. They go play action here on first down. Got a man, that's Richie James. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Here's Cousins. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And the timing a bit off that time as that one...
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now Cousins. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The kick by McManus is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get him down from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things on. I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And able to get this out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. This one is Slayton over the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. The Ravens at a disappointing 1-4 as they start to play. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Jackson on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his second early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 29, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins now. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield at 48.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Cousins again. Lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. After 7-3 the score. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Cousins to throw it. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down. If you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Now Jackson. This is Smith with a grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They go play action with Jackson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it up, and the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to pick up the Vikings 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Cousins gives way to Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. It was Tyus Bowser that time who made the play on the defensive side. And it's a defensive end getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A 3rd field goal of the 1st half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So, Charles, they get to him with their 1st turnover of the game, and they make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Robinson up the middle. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, got to carry the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And not much room now as they get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Waiting on it will be Richie James. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins on 1st down. Lets it fly for Thielen. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McLaughlin. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. There's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back to Robinson now on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On the draw, Robinson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got Slayton on the slant. And he is stopped just short of third down. He got 9 yards, but needed 10. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Vikings are going to get the football as it gets this up to the 38-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, ultimately derailed by an INT.
And that was the position he wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now Cousins, his throw incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Jackson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there.
For the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins. That's caught by Howard. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now Cousins. Trying to improve. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. David Ojabo drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that will keep this a 2-point game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt. Certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watched them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Back to the ground with Robinson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. That time a 9-play drive. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Meanwhile, Cousins throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, Cousins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Throwing is Cousins. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Cook up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
This is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. Honed in on it and stopped him. Mark that down.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Cousins now. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Darrell Taylor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
For the lead, here's third and goal. Here's Cousins. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here,
oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talking about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
They begin the drive with Robinson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Robinson with another carry. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. James now to return it. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be Vikings ball, first and 10. So Cousins and the Vikings down 14-9, a minute 14 to go. Cousins to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Able to find Thielen. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
Now Cousins. That's complete. It's Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. What a game we were treated to.